Okay, we're gonna try this again. You guys, I have I have a extension arm lamp kind of hooked up with a rubber band holding what I first started with was my iPad mini, and it cut off after a minute and a half of recording. So I'm trying it again using my cell phone attached, and I'm just gonna do a couple little takes here. What I had done on the other videos, I went through and I started to write out what was going on in this. These are the balancing problems that I put out online for you. So we've got iron metal reacting with oxygen gas in the air to form iron 3 oxide. So we have iron as a solid plus O2 as a gas. Then we put our arrow, which is yields, and our product is iron 3 hydroxide, which is a solid. And then we need to take an inventory of what is on each side of the reaction arrow. So I started to list iron, and we have one of those. Oxygen, we have 2 on this side. Let's look at the product side. So remember, that's the reactant side. This is the product side. We should have the same things, same elements. So we have iron and we have oxygen. The subscript here tells us we have 2 of the iron and we have 3 of the oxygen. Okay, so it is not balanced, correct? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the oxygen first, because this is the one that seems to be the most confusing. We need to find a number that's common between 2 and 3 that we can try to aim to get on each side of the reaction arrow. So what I suggest doing is multiplying them together. What do we get? We get 6. So let's look at the reactant side. What do we need to put in front of the oxygen here to multiply it by 2 to get a 6? So the coefficient needs to be a 3. So then we're going to cross this out. This now becomes 6 oxygens. Okay, we need to go over to this side and fix the oxygens on this side, on the product side. So if we look here, we have 3 oxygens. The oxygen is attached to the iron, so the coefficient has to go in front of the entire compound. So let's just looking at the oxygen, what do we need? We need 2 to multiply by 3 to get a 6, right? So that changes our oxygen to 6, but that 2 also multiplies by the iron. Now iron is 4. So let's take one more look. Let's go back to the reactant side. We are almost balanced, right? We need a coefficient to go in front of the iron here to turn this from a 1 into a 4. So remember, there's an invisible 1 there. If we put a 4 here, this now becomes 4, and we have a balanced equation.